What's up, wave makers? It's me, Mommy Suna.
Let's flipping go!
And I'm very excited for today's video. Kind of close to you guys. Hi. Anyway, I'm super excited because one of you guys sent me some Ningxia Red to try. Instead of just doing like my regular anti-mlm tries series, I wanted to do a full deep dive on this stuff because this is a cult drink, is what this is. The Huns consume this like it is the blood of a sacrificial, I don't know. But they consume a lot of it. It is a proprietary blend. Ningxia wolfberry puree and the juices of blueberries, plums, cherries, aronia, and pomegranates. And since it's young living, you can't forget about the addition of many essential oils. It contains grapeseed extract, as well as orange essential oil, yuzu essential oil, lemon essential oil, tangerine essential oil, and all of that goodness is just for $50 a bottle. I wish that last part was a joke. Actually, I wish this whole thing was a joke, but unfortunately it's not. But before we get into all of it, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. Hey, we all like our privacy, right? Even if you have nothing to hide, wouldn't it be nice to be able to ensure that all of your personal information and your internet browsing habits remain private? Well, you can do that with NordVPN. The VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and what Nord does is it basically reroutes your internet connection to an encrypted server so that your IP address is protected alongside your online identity. And did you know that your internet service provider is selling your personal information to advertisers? Like straight up, they are keeping a log of your browsing habits, and then the advertisers are paying up to get their hands on it. It's like gold to them. So with NordVPN, your internet service provider has no idea what you're doing online, and therefore it has nothing to sell to advertisers, and your personal information and browsing habits are kept to yourself. And obviously, using a VPN can also unlock content that is unavailable to you wherever you're at in the world. It makes your internet connection look like it's coming from somewhere else in the world, and I think that's pretty cool. Now, if any of this sounds good to you, you are in luck because NordVPN is offering my audience, you beautiful soul, an amazing deal. Like, honestly, I've been working for NordVPN for probably close to a year now. Aw, yay. And this is one of the best deals I think I've ever seen them offer. You can go to nordvpn.com/SavannahMarie or use the code SavannahMarie at checkout to get a 2-year plan plus a bonus gift with a huge discount. Griffin, you're a baby. You can't speak on this advertisement. Griffin, please. You can get a 2-year plan plus a bonus gift with a huge discount. With this special deal, you're taking back your internet privacy for just $3.18 per month. It's pretty much a steal. So thank you again to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. And thank you to you, my audience, for constantly checking out the sponsors on this channel. It's because of you guys that they keep coming back, and I appreciate it so much. And thanks for putting up with my child, to both Nord and my audience. Thank you, Nord, for not getting up my butt every time my son wants to have a say about my advertisements. All right, dude, let's get into the Ningxia Red debacle. Up front here, I just want to say, please do not consume essential oils. We say this all the time. We should know this by now. And I know that I'm about to try this shit. Do as I say, not as I do. And I say, don't consume essential oils. But, you know, it's been a pretty long time since we did an anti-mlm tries series. So, despite my hesitation, I am still pretty excited to try it. Oh, also, I'm sure you noticed Starbon right there. I know. It's very sad. I came home from vacation. We were gone for a week, and suddenly she was down there. Pop-Tart, please. She's very sad about it, too. I know. Pop-Tart. We're gonna get a new balloon as soon as I'm able to. But for now, let's enjoy the corpse of Starbon for one last time.
Rest in peace, boo-boo.
Anyway, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, a bottle of this is $50 freaking dollars. And as far as that goes, I'm telling you right now, it's because Young Living has a very high overhead cost in the form of having to pay their distributors all those bonuses and commissions, at least enough so that the Huns will continue to do their bidding. They have to see the value in the work they're doing. I mean, and also, honestly, Young Living does own some farms and production means that are involved in creating their products. So, I mean, there's that, but I think, you know, the profit margins are huge, and it's mostly because that's what happens in MLMs. Multi-level marketing companies have to have a high profit margin, even outside of their production production means because they gotta pay out their top 1%, man. Plus, Young Living's like literally $1 billion company, so it's pretty obvious that their shit is just marked up to the extreme. And the way this juice in particular is marketed, it sounds like the main ingredient, which is listed as Ningxia wolfberry puree, is some like rare exotic superfood that no one really knows about, and the Huns happen to know all of this magical stuff about this exotic fruit and its health benefits. And it's just this well-kept secret that only the oiliest of Huns could ever strive to experience. And obviously something so sacred is bound to be expensive, but they're goji berries. You've heard of goji berries, right? You can buy them at Target for like $7 a bag. Young Living also sells a bag of just dried goji berries, the same exact thing you can get from Target. Oh, but it's $35 if you get it from Young Living. For literally the same thing you can get from Target for $7. But goji berries are native to Asia, so like, I guess they're exotic. But we have goji berry shit all over the United States and probably in a bunch of other countries too. So, you know, maybe they're a little bit more uncommon than freaking strawberries or blueberries or whatever, but they aren't necessarily rare or unique to Young Living. But like, for me as a layman, if you came up to me and said, have you heard of a wolfberry? I'd say, no, what the fuck is that? So to any Hun who hasn't done their research, or anyone in general, yeah, it sounds like some rare exotic fruit, but no, despite how they're marketed, they're goji berries. The website boasts about how Young Living's baby murdering founder, who loved practicing medicine without a license, Gary Young, obviously listed as D. Gary Young because the D confuses people into thinking that stands for doctor, when it actually stands for his first name, Donald. That's a real thing. He preferred to be referred to in that way because people mistake him as a doctor. And they praise him for how he was traveling around the world for 23 years looking for the secrets of longevity before ultimately dying at the relatively young age of 68, but I digress. And then, oh wow, Gare Bear found goji berries! The website basically makes it sound like he like discovered these things. Like, they credit Gary Young for essentially discovering the fruit, even though obviously it's been grown and cultivated by people who live in Ningxia, which, by the way, yeah, that's where they get the name, the Ningxia. It's a place in China, and obviously the people who live there have been cultivating goji berries, Ningxia wolfberries, for thousands of years. But no, Gary Young is the one who brought it to Western society because Ningxia is so isolated that no one had ever heard of it before. Yeah, okay, sure, Young Living. Keep telling yourself that. Our Lord and Savior, D. Gary Young, definitely is the one who brought it to Western culture. Yeah, okay, sure. And then, of course, after listing all of this praise of Gary Young, it does give us a sweet little FDA disclaimer. So at least there's that. The rest of the drink is made up of fruit juice that we could buy at any grocery store, except for Aronia, which I had never heard of. But in Arizona, our Kroger is called Fry's, and I went on Fry's website, and you can literally special order a bag of whatever the fuck Aronia is. So like, yeah, again, whatever that is uncommon, and I've never had it before. Maybe I've had it in things I didn't know I had it in. I don't know. Although it may be uncommon, it's not unobtainable or necessarily expensive either. So I fail to see why the price tag is even close to being necessary, except for what we talked about earlier with how MLMs just price gouge because that's the only way they know how to get the money to pay off their top 1%. According to Young Living's website, this is how they describe Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is a delicious drink packed with powerful antioxidants to help against oxidative stress, support normal cellular function, and promote healthy energy levels for the perfect way to start your day. This description sounds too scientifically bloated for any drink that hasn't even been evaluated or approved by the FDA. Oxidative stress, cellular function, like, you're gonna get all that shit in order from a freaking fruit juice blend? Oh no, that's right, I forgot, there's essential oils in there. Yeah, essential oils are the ones that cures everything and treats everything and makes you live forever, right, Gary Young? I mean, that's what they'd want you to believe. And then obviously promote healthy energy levels. That's essentially loophole language, because like, you can say that a product promotes this or that, as long as you don't say it cures, treats, or prevents any disease, the FDA doesn't really give a shit, which is annoying to say the least, pretty fucked up. So the Ningxia Red website says to drink 1 to 2 ounces of it twice per day. One of you guys sent me 2 of these, and one of these is 2 ounces. So basically 2 of these per day. But then there's another page on their website talking about like the Ningxia family of products, because there's more than just this Ningxia Red juice shit. And it says to drink 2 to 4 ounces twice daily. So it's like, okay, which one is it? It's on the same freaking website and you guys can't even get your shit straight. Okay. They're contradicting themselves all over their own website. Like, it's really stupid. They also recommend putting it in your smoothies and stuff, which of course they do. But here's where I start to become a little bit disturbed. Young Living says on their website that they recommend that you chill and serve Ningxia Red to family and guests at gatherings and celebrations when you're looking for a healthy alternative to sparkling drinks. I mean, bitch, listen, if I'm at a celebratory party and my 2 options are to have a drink of champagne or this shit, I'm gonna choose the champagne. I mean, at the very least, it's more fun. I mean, at least scientifically, we know how alcohol affects our bodies, but like your essential oil drink could fuck me up in ways that I could never even think of, and we wouldn't even know because the science isn't there. This shit hasn't been around long enough of people drinking it every single day to know its long-term health benefits or what could go wrong if you drink this shit every day. It's just not there. As far as these go, these little packets, you can buy a 90 pack of these for $262. That's what the distributors pay for it. If you're not a distributor, it's like over $300 for 90 of these. And what their webpage says about these is that you can keep a few of them in your purse, backpack, or glove compartment for quick, easy sharing that will get your contacts asking about Young Living. So are these supposed to be treated as samples then? You're charging distributors $262 so they can give these out as samples. Really? I mean, sure, like distributors would argue, oh no, it's just so much more convenient that way. But I mean, come on. You know Young Living needed to be able to think of a way to trick their distributors into paying that much just for samples so they could shill it to their friends and family. I mean, they do kind of admit it on their website after all. Oh, but it only gets more frustrating. Young Living's website very blatantly says what I'm about to read to you, and it's a lot. Treat children to this tasty drink instead of sugary sodas or juice cocktails. No, no, no. Hey, no. No! No, don't you dare. Stop. Stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
There is not a respectable pediatrician on this fucking planet that would recommend feeding essential oils to your kids. And hey, speaking of sugary, a 2-ounce shot of this, which 2 ounces is slightly more than like your typical shot of alcohol. That's usually 1.5 ounces, but it contains 5 grams of sugar in this much juice. That's a lot for a tiny amount of it. I mean, for goodness sake, it's a fruit juice drink. There's a lot of sugar in fruit. Oh, but since it's natural, then it's okay. No, that's not exactly how sugar works, dude. As a mother of 2 young children, I am constantly being told to avoid fruit juice and to try to convince my children to drink water and milk more often than anything. And this is by their pediatrician, who has been doing this for like 40 years. And then let's say you're making a cocktail for your kids. I hate to say it that way, but I mean, right? If you're making a little Ningxia Red cocktail for your kids, what are you mixing this with? Oh, apple juice, maybe? Fruit juice? I mean, come on. I mean, you're not gonna make your kids literally take 2 shots a day. No one should be making kids take shots of anything. Obviously, you're not gonna mix it with water. That'd be gross. That'd be freaking nasty. It'd just be like watered down fruit juice. By the way, Young Living also has another product called Ningxia Nitro, which comes in a $54 pack of 14 tubes, and they look like tubes of toothpaste. Oh my god, my baby woke up. That wasn't a very long nap. Anyway, so this nitro shit, is it gel? Like, is it like a toothpaste consistency? Cause ew. I can easily find pictures of people like squeezing it out of the tube, so I'm not really sure. It does say to shake well before use on the website, so I'm like, what is the consistency of this shit? But like, why would they package it in a tube like that if it's just a regular liquid? You know what I mean? So something is off about the texture of this shit. Anyway, it's like a Ningxia energy drink. And then they recommend that you mix it with the regular Ningxia Red, or you can just consume it straight from the tube. Blech. Gross. Now the ingredients ingredients of Ningxia Nitro are interesting. The main ingredient is D-ribose, or is it ribose? I don't know. But it's a sugar molecule that I guess gives cells energy. I'm not really sure. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how any of this shit works, honestly. And I'm not gonna pretend like I know either. But then it also has green tea extract and then like a couple of other extracts of things. Okay, but here's the kicker. It's Young Living, so you know they have to put essential oils in it. So listen to this nice list of essential oils they add to the sludge for you to ingest. Vanilla oil, chocolate oil, yerba mate oil, spearmint oil, peppermint oil, nutmeg oil, black pepper oil, and wolfberry seed oil. Oh, there's the wolfberry. It's at the end of a very long list of essential oils, but they still call it Ningxia. They're really like just grasping at straws here. I think the only reason they put wolfberry shit in there at even the smallest little amount was probably just to be able to put the Ningxia family of products brand on it. Anyway, I bring this product up because on the original Ningxia Red page, it says that you can mix the Ningxia with that Ningxia Nitro shit to support your cognitive wellness. Based on no scientific proof at all, of course, and obviously the people who take them believe this shit. What does that say about their cognitive anything? You know, usually we like to say the Huns have a lot of cognitive dissonance. Is it because they won't stop consuming this shit? I don't know if that necessarily will support your cognitive wellness. It doesn't sound like it's doing you any favors. Also, as if you're not already consuming enough essential oils, Young Living recommends adding more oils to your shots of Ningxia Red for an exciting new flavor profile. Ooh! They recommend peppermint, thieves, of course thieves, cinnamon bark, or grapefruit. And you know that every oily Hun is putting like 17 drops of thieves in every single one of these shots. Like, you just know they are. And then I should mention they do have one more Ningxia product called Ningxia Zing, spelled Z-Y-N-G. So like they put a Y instead of an I to make it look more exotic, maybe? I don't fucking know. But it's just a carbonated juice drink and some essential oils. Like the first ingredient is carbonated water, and then the second ingredient is fucking sugar. And it seems to come in what looks like 8-ounce cans. Oh, and a 12-pack of them costs fucking $49. Dude, imagine spending nearly $50 on a 12-pack of anything, let alone carbonated water with a few sprinkles of oil and some juice. This shit is ridiculous. No one other than a cult member would pay this much for a consumable product like this. So what are the Huns saying about this stuff? I'm glad you asked, because they're so brainwashed, it's awful. Let's just react to this video. I tried to like take notes about it, but like as I was watching it, I just kept pausing and being like, I have so much to say about this and this and this. But yeah, it's 13 minutes long. I won't include the whole thing. I'll cut out enough of it. But yeah, I just have too much to say. I also forgot to mention that like if you hear baby stuff, I mean, you know Griffin's awake next to me, but he's got toys that make noise, and you guys should know this by now.
What exactly is Ningxia Red? Well, Ningxia Red is a liquid supplement that is mainly comprised of 4 superfruits, which
This is so awkward.
According to the journal Pharmacognosy Review, antioxidants protect against free radical damage.
So she like straight up here just cited some scientific journal talking about antioxidants. Okay, there's antioxidants all over the fucking place. You don't have to drink Ningxia Red to get antioxidants. Like, she literally just threw this one particular study in here just to sound smart and sound like there's science behind this product when there's not. Yeah, there's science behind antioxidants, but there's not science behind this shit. I know, sir. Anyway, and the way that she's just like looking off, it's like if I recorded all my videos looking right here. And then the Hun said, be your own boss. I think it's supposed to look like an interview, but what's going on is she's actually just over here reading a script. Okay.
This blend of superfruits and 100% essential oils are known to bring maximum health benefits to the user.
Known by who?
Continuing studies are still done at the moment to determine more in-depth effects of Ningxia Red.
I mean, at least she said that. At least she said, hey, we're still doing studies to see what this shit actually does. But right before that, she was like, oh, it's known that all this stuff in here, these essential oils, these 100% essential oils, it's known that they'll do great things for your body. Okay, well, where's the science there? If you want to cite a source about antioxidants before this, where's the science about how essential oils are so great for you? Oh, there isn't any? Oh, is that why you didn't cite anything there? All right.
How did Ningxia start? Ningxia Red was founded by Gary Young in 1993. He is the founder of Young Living, a company known for its its essential oil.
Okay, lady, can you please just tone down the background music? I can hardly hear you praising Gary Young over all that racket.
Ningxia is designed to help boost the user's energy levels, enhance the body's natural defenses, and support better health.
No, Ningxia Red was developed to get more people to consume essential oils for an exorbitant amount of money and also to make Gary Young look like Jesus. I mean, let's be honest, Young Living as a whole was kind of designed to make Gary Young look like Jesus, but I digress.
23 years ago, Young traveled the world to find the secrets to achieve vitality, energy, and longevity. He met Dr. Songqiao Chow, a Chinese scientist who introduced him to a fruit that is widely known in the region because of its high nutritional content.
Dude, she is like licking Gary Young's butthole right now. Like, get your fucking nose out of his deceased ass. She's like talking with so much conviction. 23 years ago, Young discovered this fruit because some guy out there showed it to. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure we've known about the existence of goji berry for longer than 23 years, but nice try.
And one of the amazing benefits of this fruit is its ability to promote longevity.
He said to Gary Young after he died at the age of 68. 68 is a young age to die, and I don't want to make fun of anyone for dying young, but it's just so ironic that everything built around Young Living is about longevity and being able to be there for your family. Look, the fucking background here is two old people dancing. Gary Young didn't even make it to that age, and you guys are praising him like he's Jesus, except still alive Jesus. If Jesus was 2021 years old. Wait, no, that was when he died. He would be like 2050. I don't fucking know, okay?
According to Dr. Chow, the people who consumed this type of berry for a long time had relatively longer and healthier lives.
A long time.
Some people living into their
How long is a long time?
120s.
Okay, so if you consume goji berry, you're gonna live to be 120. I had an aunt who lived to be 111. You know, I never asked my aunt if goji berries was a part of her regular diet that made her live to 111, but shit, you know, maybe if it was, she would have lived to 120. Unbelievable.
Ningxia came from a region in China where the founder discovered the diverse potentials of the wolfberries in promoting weight loss and better health.
The founder being whoever started cultivating these things like thousands of years ago. How do you know that shit? You know, like, take everything this lady's saying with a grain of salt. I think it's a lot of just bullshit.
Let's talk about some Ningxia claims. The manufacturers of Ningxia Red claim that their product is among the best health supplements available on the market today.
The manufacturers of Ningxia Red. Oh, you mean Young Living? Of course Young Living's gonna say that. Oh yeah, it's the best shit you can get. Only 50 bucks a bottle. Like, yeah, of course they're gonna say that.
The use of Ningxia is also linked to enhanced memory capacity and improved brain functions.
Okay, so when they say Ningxia, remember that Ningxia is a place in China. It is a place. So when she says the use of Ningxia, she's not talking about the use of the goji berry or whatever. She's talking about the use of this. And what did she just say? So the use of Ningxia is also linked to enhanced memory capacity and improved brain function. Where? Where is the science there? Where is that from a study? Who did the study? What were the variables? Was there a control group? Like, no. If this shit has only been around for 23 years, that's not long enough to know whether or not someone using this long term is going to enhance someone's memory capacity. Like, there's a lot of language that is traveling through the loopholes of the FTC's pyramid scheme guidance, which is a lot coming from a company who literally has a class action lawsuit against them that's active right now for being a pyramid scheme.
Two of its ingredients, the plums and the blueberries, are rich in fibers that are known for their abilities to improve digestive function.
Okay, well, if that's your concern, then go to fucking Kroger and buy some blueberries and plums. It's much cheaper than a $50 bottle of this shit.
Ningxia Red boasts a wide range of health benefits, including optimized weight loss results.
Oh, this shit's gonna make you lose weight now? Oh my god. What's that they say about cure-alls? Oh yeah. Cure-alls. Cure nothing. Pop-Tart, please. Cure-alls. Pop-Tart. Cure-alls cure nothing. That's all I was trying to say. Pop-Tarts like, let me chime in here. I know what they say about cure-alls. Meow, 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 meow.
This is because it uses all natural ingredients and essential oils that are known for their profound benefits to the human body when consumed or used regularly.
Known by who? Gary Young? You mean that guy who died at the age of 68 and practiced medicine without a license and murdered his own daughter? Oh, that guy? Oh, okay, yeah. Love him.
These ingredients underwent rigorous research studies before they were added to the blend.
Again, by who? I mean, yeah, there's been research studies on each individual ingredient, I'm sure, but you can't say that about the essential oils. There's not enough scientific evidence to make any of the claims that the Huns make regarding the health benefits of essential oils. Thank you. That was me translating his baby talk, by the way.
Also, the essential oils infused in this premium quality liquid supplement are guaranteed to be 100% pure and therapeutic grade to ensure maximum benefit.
Therapy grade thing is pretty weird because doTERRA is actually the one who coined that term, and Young Living and doTERRA are in like a forever feud because the founders of doTERRA used to work for Young Living and they're like, fuck this Gary Young guy, he's a cult leader and we want to start our own company, and then there was a lawsuit and doTERRA won, and yeah, it was it was a whole thing. Yeah, it's weird that this person is using therapeutic grade, which was coined by doTERRA, their biggest competitor. Young Living has also had some instances where they found out that, I believe it was their Thieves blend, and then like their cinnamon bark oil was cut with synthetics. This was like in 2018 or maybe 2017 or something like that, but that's a real thing that happened. There were multiple lab tests done that verified this. How can they guarantee that shit when history has shown that it hasn't always been 100% pure?
Finally, Ningxia Red contains essential oils. Essential oils have received a lot of attention in recent years because of their likely impact on the human body.
Likely.
There's just a lot more to them.
Their likely impact on the human body. She doesn't say whether that impact is positive or negative though, and that's because, well, I don't think this is why she said it that way, but it's literally because we don't know. Like, there's scientific evidence, I believe, to say that peppermint oil can aid in nausea relief and headaches and stuff like that when it's applied in an aromatherapy way, or if you apply it to like the temples. But I don't know necessarily essential oil of peppermint. Probably isn't a good idea, and I always think like with what it feels like on the outside of your body to be putting that inside of your body, like put it in your digestive tract and shit, and it's like that's gonna cause some damage, and it has caused damage. Lemon oil and peppermint oil, I've seen cases of people who's had long-term stomach damage and like digestive issues because of their regular consumption of these oils. Okay, sir, you want a boob? Is that what you're trying to? Okay.
Studies show that pure essential oils are packed with natural wellness-enhancing properties that aren't found anywhere else.
Okay, see, this doesn't make any sense to me, because if the essential oil comes from the source, how is it that the source doesn't contain whatever it is she's talking about, but when you put it in oil form, it does? It magically just appears. That's bullshit. That's such bullshit. And also, she's like, studies show. Okay, at the beginning of this video, she was all like, here's a study about antioxidants. And then like never cited another study for anything else she said, including this. She just said a studies show. Well, if you were so willing to share that there was a study done to make one of your points earlier, why aren't you sharing the studies now? The ones that you're referring to now? I think this lady's full of shit. Hey, I'm done watching this video. I wanted to go over a few posts I found on Reddit. I moved my microphone above my head, so hopefully you can still hear me, because Griffin's just being loud and crinkly. So this is me hoping that it's not too big of a change. I'll just turn it up a little bit. There we go. So this particular post says 93 apples in 1 ounce. So the Huns are claiming that 1 ounce, so half of one of these packets, gives you 93 apples among 10 pounds of spinach. I mean, spinach is leaves. Like 10 pounds of leaves of anything is gonna be a lot of fucking leaves. And like 100 oranges, 814 blueberries. Bitch, are you kidding me? Like, you would think this would be a troll. The top comment says, what kind of apples are they using? Apples for ants? Here's another similar post, a little less absurd, but still pretty absurd. 1 ounce of Ningxia Red's antioxidant power is equal to 4 pounds of carrots, 2 pounds of beets, 3 cups of beet juice. Ew. This one is not as obnoxious and over-exaggerated, but it's still a pretty big claim. I mean, 8 oranges, come on. This one, Thirsty Thursday, which by the way, I mean, I haven't mentioned this before until now, but this Ningxia Red stuff does not contain alcohol, so it's like really weird. But first of all, people are taking this as shots. But secondly, that they're like, oh, Thirsty Thursday, have this instead of alcohol. It's like, that's no fun. So 1 to 2 ounces of Ningxia Red plus grapefruit LaCroix plus 1 to 2 drops of grapefruit Vitality. By the way, their Vitality line is just the same exact shit as their other essential oil line, their regular essential oil line. It's just labeled differently because the FTC got on their ass about it. So it's the same thing. Yeah, again, it's like, okay, as if you're not consuming enough essential oils, let's just put more essential oils in our drinks. Griffin, stop throwing things. One more here. This one was really frustrating when I read it. It's titled, Family Wants My Sister to Drink Oils for Her Asthma. I'm sorry if this isn't a great place to ask, but I don't really know where else to go. My entire extended family is hardcore into Young Living and are anti-vaxxers. My sister, 12, has pretty bad asthma, and my grandma has recently been pushing her to drink Ningxia Red, which is basically a juice with a bunch of different essential oils in it to alleviate symptoms. My mom has no problem with it since we've all unfortunately drank it before. They already know I disapprove, so all of my worries and criticisms are basically just attributed to me being a disbeliever. I would just talk to my sister, but she's not quite out of the everything mom says is true phase yet. Honestly, I'm still unlearning a lot of horribly fake science facts at 18. Is there anything I can do to stop this? I love my sister, and I don't want her in more danger than they've already put her in. Sorry if any of this is irrelevant or poorly put. Too long didn't read. My family are hardcore Young Living supporters who want my asthmatic sister to drink essential oils / Young Living products to alleviate symptoms. What do? And to me, I'm like, okay, it's very well known and well documented that the use of essential oils can and has created more severe asthma issues for people who have asthma. And this is generally if you're inhaling them because they're in the air, and then it can cause irritation and inflammation in the respiratory tract for anyone who's struggling with asthma. Now, I don't know how this would work if you are drinking them. Can't imagine it's any better though, and I can't imagine that it's helping you at all with a respiratory issue. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. Now is the time I've been dreading. It's time to freaking try this shit. I'm gonna go get a glass and some ice. Okay, so this is a fresh packet straight out of the fridge. We're just gonna rip off the top here. There it is. There's the juicy goodness. Ooh. Ew, it looks gross. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna cut this to make it come out faster. It's okay, Griff. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right. Okay, check this out. So here it is. Griffin, it's okay. This is 2 ounces of it. It just looks like, it looks chunky and... Okay, it has a weird smell. Not gonna lie. Oh, I don't like this. I don't want to put this in my mouth.
That's what she said.
Don't, Savannah. You don't have to do that for us. Yes, I do. All right. Bottoms up. Guys, the aftertaste is super weird. Like, whatever that weird smell is that I'm smelling, that's what the aftertaste tastes like. The initial flavor is not bad, but that aftertaste, motherfucker, woo! Ugh. And I can't even describe what it tastes like. What are the ingredients on this shit again? This is that other pack I had. I haven't opened this, and I guess I probably won't. I don't want to eat this. Okay, there's vanilla extract in here. I can taste that. I think that's what that flavor is at first. The one that's not bad. It's like a fruity vanilla. I'm gonna finish this just so I can let you know if I have any health benefits later on. I'm just trying to figure out what that weird taste is. I mean, maybe it's the wolfberry. I don't know. Yeah, I can't figure it out. All right. Are you mad at me for drinking essential oils? So is the rest of the internet right now. Okay, so my final review is, well, it's not the most disgusting thing in the world. It is worse than I expected, different than what I expected. I guess I expected it to be more citrusy. I can't honestly say I can taste any of the citrus. I taste more vanilla. I mean, it wasn't like oily or anything, you know? Now, I was going to wait until I was done breastfeeding to even try this, just for his sake, but I figured like, it's literally just like a shot worth and I'm only doing it once. Like, I'm probably just gonna throw this away because it just is not an enjoyable thing. People who drink this all day, every day, like, are you kidding? You would literally have to force yourself to like this stuff, and then eventually maybe you would because you're just used to it at that point, but like, I'm not here for it. But anyway, too, I'm at the point now with him, he's 6 months old now, so he's eating more regular food. His doctor did say she had him started on solids earlier than she would normally recommend because my breast milk was not enough for him. So now he's eating 3 meals a day and then drinking breast milk in between, so he's not like totally relying on it anymore. I mean, he still drinks a good amount of it. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Like, I felt like his breastfeeding time has dwindled since he started eating solid foods, so I was okay with it, with trying it. Oh, damn. I just realized the back of this, it's like, formulated by D. Gary Young. I mean, for fuck's sake, they have his name just like proudly printed on the back with the D! With the D! Anyway, that was a weird experience. I hope I don't get sick from that, because I have Aqua Zumba tonight. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what else to say. It just wasn't what I expected, but it's also not great. And for $50 a bottle, like, I would not force myself to drink that shit for $50 a bottle. It's not good enough or enjoyable enough to justify that. So that's where we're at. Anyway, guys, let's get some thank yous going here. First of all, thank you to the person who sent me this Ningxia Red. From what I remember, I'm pretty sure when they sent these to me, it was just a box with these 2 things in it. There wasn't like a note or anything, so I don't even remember the name of the person who sent me this, but thank you. You know who you are. Thank you for providing me with an excuse to make this video, and thank you for the unenjoyable samples. Thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Thank you to Griffin for having the world's best commentary. And also, it's time to thank my patrons and my members. Hopefully my camera doesn't die before we're done here. But if you want to become a patron or a member, become part of our postcard club. Also, anyone who is in the postcard club is going to receive a hand-painted rock from me because that is my new hobby, and I'm doing a lot of it. So I'm just painting a bunch of them in my spare time, and then I'm going to pick out my favorites and send them to you guys. So whoever wants one of those, make sure you join my Patreon or my YouTube membership at that postcard tier, and you'll get yourself a rock next month. This month I've already sent out all the postcards, so it's going to be next month as of August 1st. Anyway, so yeah, you can go to patreon.com/SavannahMarie to do that, or you can click the join button down below on this YouTube video. So the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Ashley Brown, Elizabeth Wyatt, Meredith Nakata, Molly Wasilewski, Alice W., April Lindblom, Boris Geller, Katrina Rose Murick, Daniel Urena, E. Higgins, Erica Louder-Craddock, Evan Adler, Jerry Duncan, Julia Wheeler, Kelly Creffield, Kim Cartwright, Laura Lynn Martin, Maddie Darley, Rachel McHenry, sorry about Griffin, Samantha Jackson, Tuesday the 13th, Lesbian Plantasy, Liz, Tiffany Bruss, J. Marie, Auntie Lou, Vamp Faye, Fallon Lowry, Sabrina Franklin, and Julia Nieberdowski, and to the rest of my patrons who put up with my baby! Even if you're not a patron or a YouTube member, he said it better than I ever could have. Yeah, he's very excited. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. Keep making waves, babes, and I will smell you guys later. Mommy Tsunami out.